there is one file which is this fail assert over here. If you want to explicitly fail your test case, then you can use this method. So suppose you are having one specific condition that if this condition is true, then based on that, I want to fail my unit test case. Then you can use assert.fail. There is one more very important file over here, which is this skip asserts class. Remember, we were having one more property in these fact and the theory that if I want to skip some of the test case, then I can use that. The similar behavior is available over here also, but this time it is at the runtime. So it means, for example, if you are having a unit test case and you are writing the test case in such a way that if it is Windows, skip. If it is not Windows, then test it. Then you can write those kind of situations in your test case. So suppose let's write one more method at this place. Before working about this skip method, let's see about this fail method. So what I'm doing in this fail method, what I have to do, I have to pass just the message that, hey, this is going to fail. That's it, run it. And you can notice that this is failing. That's what this method is doing. So suppose you are having a condition that if this condition occurs, no matter what happens, I want to just fail this unit test case. I don't want to test anything else. Then you can write those kind of logic. So suppose you are having a condition, then in that scenario, you can just implement your logic. So this is how this fail will work. But now let's talk about that skip method. So here I'm writing this skip. At this place, you can see that the skip method is available in this file, but it is not coming in our application. Let's see the problem. So over here, you can notice that we are using this XUnit 2.9.3 version. Ideally, we should use the latest version. So if I go to this NuGet.org and search for the XUnit, over here you can see that we have to use this package xunit.v3. Let's try that package. v3 and the version is 3.2.2. So copy it, go back over here and just paste it. If this time you will try it, you can notice that we are using this skip method. We are having skip, SkipUnless and SkipWhen. So all the methods are available and you can use all of them. Let's just execute it, and over here you can notice that this method is working fine and we are skipping it. So suppose you are having some conditions and based on that you want to skip it, then you can skip it. There are some more methods, which is this SkipUnless, SkipWhen. SkipUnless means unless your condition is true, this method will be skipped. SkipWhen, you are having one specific condition. When that condition is true, then only skip. So suppose here I'm writing this where condition is equals to true, and you can write that condition at this place. So if the condition is true, then this method will be skipped. So SkipWhen and SkipUnless is just kind of opposite to each other. So here I'm writing this skip unless like this. So if I'm saying that unless this condition will become true, skip this test case. So if I run it, you can notice that the skipping is working fine. So this is how you can work with these skip methods. You can use skip, SkipWhen and the SkipUnless, and make sure you are using the latest 3.0 version of the XUnit, and then only you can access them. That is all in this video. Thank you for watching.